Welcome to Professional Ethics for Professional Engineers, one PDH course. My name is Bobby Ralph. We're going to begin this course with the coverage of some definitions and concepts associated with the profession of professional engineering, or essentially engineering as practiced by licensed professional engineers. So to begin with, we're going to cover a little bit of background behind this concept of being categorized as a profession, engineering being categorized as a profession. So it is categorized as a profession instead of just being considered an occupation because of some of its attributes. And one of those attributes is that it requires special knowledge. The other one is that when you practice as a professional engineer, you exercise and you benefit from special privileges and also are bestowed upon certain special responsibilities. So as such, the profession of engineering is very similar to the professions of law, medicine, and theology, and not just an occupation. So what are some of the attributes and traits that an occupation must exhibit before it is considered a profession? It should number one, you see in the top bullet, number one is the attribute associated with depth and breadth of knowledge. So, for an occupation to be considered a profession, it must be based on a large amount of knowledge base and must require extensive training. And indeed, as professional engineers, we do indeed go through a minimum of 4 years worth of professional training, which is similar to the other professions that we named earlier. So the other attribute is that the skills that are required in that particular profession, as is the case with professional engineering or engineering as a profession, that those skills must be important to the well-being of society. And as professional engineers and being part of the profession of engineering, we are self-regulating. The profession of engineering is self-regulating, and how do we self-regulate, and what are some of the other important traits and characteristics? Our profession requires training and involves evaluation process to admit new people or new professionals into the field of professional engineering, so we meet that criteria as well. And what's an example of evaluation process in professional engineering? The exams that we take, the fundamentals of engineering exam, the professional engineering exam, and so forth. So those are a couple of examples of how we have to go through an evaluation process to be allowed the title of professional engineer and to be licensed and certified as a professional engineer. And as most of you probably know, there's a very small minority of overall graduate engineers that are able to essentially acquire that accolade and that licensure called professional engineering, or professional engineers licensure, PE. And that percentage actually is somewhere around 10% or less. So that is, the exams are that evaluation process that basically set the the professional engineers apart from those engineers who have not passed the PE exam.